What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. I'm finally back, and this is the release of Avatar on Arena. Well, a couple days after release, but it is release week, so it is time. You're all able to play this now if you haven't been already. We've opened the Mechanist. Aerial Artisan, pretty good. 3 mana, 1/3. Stat-wise, not that exciting. However, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make a clue token. That's pretty good. Tap him. Until end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying. So, very, very nice. Gives you a lot of value, whether you're drawing extra cards, triggering your draw 2 abilities, making a 3/1 flyer. Seems like a good first pick. None of the other uncommons or second rare are actually all that impressive. I do like Aang's Journey for the Shrines deck, but that one doesn't always come together. In fact, it usually does not. This is a very nice set of uncommons, but the Shrines deck is my favorite deck. I've drafted it twice. I've gotten 7 wins with both of them, but yeah, as an uncommon, the Shrines are not always going to be opened, and when they do, they don't always come together. Accumulate Wisdom. This has been a really cool lesson. So at its base, it is Anticipate, basically, right? Look at the top 3, put 1 in your hand, rest on the bottom. However, if you have 3 or more lessons in your graveyard already, you get to just draw 3. Kind of disgusting. Allies at last. Nice little punch effect here. Double punch even, with affinity for allies, so you could play it as cheaply as a single green instant speed. Earth Rumble, really nice earthbending plus fight effect. Notably, the earthbend creature does not need to be the one fighting. Sokka, very good. 3 mana, 2/4 vigilance that draws extra cards. There's a lightning strike here. I'm going to take the Accumulate Wisdom with what we have already. And what is this? Destroy an attacking creature or airbend target creature you control. That's a very good modal card. Judy's pretty sweet. Notably, this card is not legendary, which is why making tokens of Judy isn't bad. It's a cool card. Big role player in like black-white for sure. Ancestry's cool. I don't think you're supposed to take it very high, but it's a lesson for any lesson synergies. It makes a clue token always, and then, yeah, if you get value by returning a permanent, solid enough. Professor Zay. Anthropologist, I like that card. Rummager, early, and then late game you can return an instant or sorcery, kind of nice. What else do we have here? Ruffians is solid. Let's take that reversal. Maybe we can do some blue-white, ooh, or blue-black. This is the temple that I think is least relevant. It can push a ton of damage. So this one, when it enters, you put X 1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of shrines you control. And then whenever another shrine you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature. So generally, I would say all of the shrines individually are not good enough to play on their own. Maybe this one is okay if you're a super go-wide ally strategy, but even then, not the greatest. This card is pretty nice, or pretty cool anyways. You can make a copy of a creature, that's a 4/4 and not legendary, of yours, or you can make a copy of an opponent's creature that's a 2/2. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper, also very, very nice, and that's going to be my pick here. I didn't get to go over all the cards, but 3 mana, 2/4 lifelink at its base is fantastic, and then a nice ability when you've drawn a second card each turn of making effectively a 1/1 unblockable, though that 1/1 does not block itself. Team Avatar is pretty cool. So it can be a removal spell if you're going wide, but it also can be a way to push in a ton of damage if you're going wide. Like maybe you have a bunch of 1/1s that don't have a good attack. Well, now maybe you have one 1/1 that can attack as a large creature. There is a lesson of every color that has some ability for the number of forests or whatever you have. We have Arrest, or rather Pacifism. There's another Aang's Journey. I'll try taking the Team Avatar. I've heard good things about it. I've played it once or twice. It hasn't been like fantastic, but it's cute. I don't think this card's any good. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less, then sacrifices all other. I could see it being alright. I guess, if you have a bunch of small creatures. But I think generally Watery Grasp is better. The Watery Grasp is very good, for example, on any earth-bended land. For one, you can just play it on the tap land, and it's kind of like a Stone Rain, but then, of course, the water bend ability also not irrelevant. I guess I'm going to stick with blue-white for now and just take Razor's Rings. I could take Trap and stay open to, like, blue-black draw 2, I suppose. Well, I'm not usually a fan of this card, type of card, but I guess we'll just stick with white for now. Okay, not a great pack. We'll take the Swamp Cycling, just in case we are in black. I guess this one may be actually better. Harder to pick up if I'm in black, because it's uncommon. 3 mana, 2/2 flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you can pay a black. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. Alright, we wield the Aang's Journey. I will take that. Generally, I like these type of Mind Rot effects. But yeah, we'll take the Journey. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards, it has Lifelink Menace. So it's like a 4 mana, 3/4 Lifelink Menace. Oh, does blue-black usually want Callous Inspector? Maybe. I'll just take the cheaper card. Target creature control gets +2/+2. If that creature is an ally, it also gains flying. It's also a lesson. Okay, well, making our accumulate wisdom better, I suppose. This grabs a lesson or noble card. I'll take it because it's uncommon and you can get the Zukos later. I mean, we could be like some Esper deck, I guess. Yeah, not a great pack one, but not terrible. Oh, we opened the worst of the land cycle. There's a land of each color that enters tapped unless you control a basic. It has some kind of ability. The red one here, the worst. It's 2 and tap itself to give a creature firebending 4 until end of turn. So you're only netting 1 mana in combat only. Yeah, just not very exciting. 2-drop that is very exciting. Water Tribe Rallier. 2 mana, 2/2, ally. Waterbend 5. Look at the top 4 of your library. You can reveal a creature with power 3 or less and put it in your hand. So just a really nice 2-drop. Top's very good. 3 mana, 2/3 that Earthbends 2, or effectively a 3 mana, 2/3 that Earthbends 2 initially, but then Top can just get really strong power-wise. Oh, see, like this is one of the best of the land cycle. This one's just 3 and tap it. Earthbend 2, quite good. Master Pyondao here. It's looking like the black's probably not going to pan out, so maybe blue-white is the way I'm going to go. So we're going to be some ally-ish waterbending deck. Kyoshi Warriors is okay. 4 mana, 3/3 with a 1/1. They're both allies. But whenever Master attacks, look at the top 4. You can reveal an ally, equipment, or lesson. Right now we have 2 allies and 4 lessons. It's a 4/4 first strike for 5. Oh, I had really good success with this card during the early access. Maybe I splash for this, actually. This is Obsessive Pursuit, 2 mana enchantment. When it enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life and make a clue. Then, whenever you, or separately, whenever you attack, put X 1/1 counters on target attacking creature, where X is the number of permanents you've sacked this turn. If X is 3 or greater, that creature gains lifelink. Very strong from my experience. I'm losing a second reversal. That would also be very good. Let's see, Airbending Lesson is solid. Now I'm willing to take the Obsessive Pursuit. Another one of these destined confrontations. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less than sack. I mean, I guess that's good versus some of the big decks. Kind of want to just take this Messenger Hawk. Or a Glider Kid. 2/3 flying ally with Scry. Any flyer rather is just going to be nice with the Obsessive Pursuit. Okay, another chance at Path to Redemption. Again, just a solid pacifism effect. Sandbender's Storm is good. 4 mana instant, kill a creature that's big. And then Earthbend 3 as a secondary option. But a card I've been really happy with is Hama the Bloodbender here. Triple blue or triple black or some combination. 3/3. When it enters, target opponent mills 3, exile up to 1 non-creature, non-land. For as long as you control Hama, you can cast that during your turn by paying Waterbending X. So this card's been great. Oh, man, why couldn't we have opened this? A little bit too much of a stretch right now since we're not playing red and we're playing black. So Avatar Aang's really cool. We have another chance at an airbending lesson here. Another Aang's Journey. Snowballers is fine. I don't know what I'm supposed to take here. I guess I'll take the Frostlinks type card for now. Let's get one of these Sandbender Storms. Earth and Ally is another cool one. 1 mana O2 ally that gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. So it makes itself a 1 power creature immediately. But then Earthbend 5 for Wooburgen 2 is really neat. That's another one I'll definitely want to draft around at some point. Oh, a second Hama. Okay. Well, I'm already planning on splashing for black anyway, so it's not like that black splash is going to hurt significantly unless the swamps I end up playing would have replaced the islands. We have the 1 Misty Palms Oasis. I don't like this card. Enchant creature an opponent controls. When this enters, tap enchanted creature and remove all counters from it. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a citizen with base power and toughness 1/1. I mean, it's good on earthbent creatures, no doubt. But I don't know. I'm going to play it, but... second Watery Grasp or a second Snowballer. Let's take another Snowballer here. Don't think we're playing any of those. Island Cycler might be fine. And pack 3 we go. Sozin's Comet. That's a cool one. 5 mana sorcery. Each creature you control gains Firebending 5 until end of turn. Very neat. It's also got Foretell. So, very cool card. Probably not great in limited. What do we have for us? We have a Zuko's Exile or Compassionate Healer, I guess, is okay. Actually, how much Waterbending do I even have right now? 1. Oh, shoot. Do I not have much Waterbending right now? Oh, God, I have, like, no Waterbending. This is a terrible first pick. Oh, God. I should have taken something else, probably. Firebender Ascension. When this enters, you make a 2/2 with Firebending 1. Whenever a creature you control attacking causes a trigger ability of that creature to trigger, put a quest counter on this. Then if it has 4 more quest counters, you can copy that ability. So this one's really cool. Baseline, it's a 2/2 Firebending 1 for 2, so it's not even that bad, right? And then, yeah, it can duplicate your other Firebending, or if you have other attack triggers. Boomerang Suite. That's good with like our double Snowballers. This Beifong's Bounty Hunters is sick. 4/4/4/4. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power, triggers off of itself. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Oh, that's kind of sweet. How many allies do I? Man, I have 8. God, that's almost a better splash than the black. But I guess we'll just take a second Airbender's Reversal. Another Water Tribe Rallier. That's cool. What This one, untap 1 or 2 target creatures. They each get +2/+2 until end of turn. This card's been very nice for me. The North Pole Patrol. 3 mana, 2/3 ally. You can tap it to untap another target permanent you control, or you can Waterbend 3, tap it, and tap a creature an opponent controls. That one's been great. We just passed a green temple, I want to note, and now we're passing a black one. What does this one do again? Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes an avatar in addition to its other types and gains flying, first strike, lifelink, hexproof. So it's a protection/combat trick. Where we have another chance at a pacifism, another Sandbender Storm. Geyser Leaper I've been happy with. How many lessons do I have now? 5? I wonder, I guess this Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper might not be great in my deck. I don't have that many ways to draw extra cards. Although I am going to take this Waterbending lesson over another Aang's Journey. I guess I'll splash Sold Out too, since I'm splashing black already. I actually have quite a bit of removal, don't I? Where am I at? I'm at 26 cards, but 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm probably going to want to cut some of the weaker removal. This just straight up kills an attacking creature, whereas this 4 damage to an attacker or blocker, so I can probably cut that thing. Is Boomerang Basics good enough? Return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you controlled that permanent, draw a card. I mean, I'm going to have 3 Snowballers now. That's pretty good with those. Anything else this is good with? I guess it's good with Hama, technically. But that's about it. Yeah, we can probably cut the basics. That leaves me with, what, 5 lessons? I guess I can probably cut Honest Work. The thing is, you don't want to be casting this early, generally, unless your opponent has an Earthbent creature early on, you know? Because if you cast this on, like, turn 3 on some random creature, well, then your opponent's going to have 5 mana on turn 4 now. Yeah, I think we just have better removal available. We have the Grasp, we have the 2 reversals, we have the Path to Redemption, we have triple tap down, we have technically the effectively cycling ability of the team avatar, we have the Storm, we have the Sold Out, we have the double Hama, which can usually act as some type of removal. So I think I'm good on that front. Just have to double check. Yeah, like I said, I think this Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper might not be worth a splash for us. Accumulate doesn't actually draw cards. So it's really just the Pursuit making clues. This isn't drawing cards. I guess a couple. So we have 2 different ways to make clues, and then we have a Waterbending lesson. Yeah. I mean, this is not a bad, again, 3 mana, 2/4 lifelink is not a bad base stat line. How many lessons do I have left over still? 3, 4, 5. I guess this is unlikely to be a draw 3. Yeah, I think we can cut that. I probably should be running Boomerang Basics. I don't know. With 3 Snowballers, 2 Hamas. guess maybe this team avatar card isn't that good in my deck. What if I cut team avatar, we throw the basics in, and then I do put the Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper back? Is that okay? That gives us 6 total lessons, 3 or 4 ways to draw extra cards. My fixing isn't great, though. That's my only concern. Like, Pursuit is good no matter when you draw it, basically. Same thing with Sold Out. Yeah, let's just go without it. I wish I had a little bit more fixing. So 8 blue, 7 white. And that would be 3 black with the Journey. The good news is that would be, what, 8, 9, 10, 11 ways to cast the colored sources of the Hamas. Okay, that's probably fine. I don't think this deck is crazy or anything, but I think it should be capable of pulling off a few wins. I hope. I pray. Oh, we've got turn 2 Rowdy Pursuit, or whatever it's called. Obsessive Pursuit, so snap keep that. I have, what, 2 swamps in my deck? I've drawn both of my swamps. That's cool. This is pretty awkward. But I guess this is technically the right play. We're giving them a scry and a life gain here. But we want to get the snowballers online because next turn I can double crack clues, turn my snowballers into a 4/4 lifelink. So furthermore, we do want to find a white source. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Oh, if X is 3 or greater. Oh. I needed to have sacrificed 3 permanents to have gained the lifelink. Gotcha. Alright, well. It's not, I mean, I'm not sitting there blocking and I couldn't cast anything, so I made the right play, but I didn't realize you had to sacrifice 3 things. So it's going to be 6 mana before I can do that. So I can go Patrol plus a 2 mana removal spell next turn. I'm going to take 6 here, and then I'm going to go to 10 from the Pursuit. Okay, that's fine. So I need to play a little bit of a conservative game now. Oh, is that a... Oh, they have the Ally Punch for 1 mana? Okay, well, at least it means I'm not taking as much damage from the land. I'm going to just pacify the Glider Kids, but if they have another Earthbend here, I'm going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that's 8 from Toph and Forest now. I go to 4, and then I go to 3 from the Pursuit. Need to get... Oh, I'm at 3, so I'm going to need to attack next turn. So I need to play this out. Yeah, I need them to have basically nothing. Ah, sacrifice it. Creatures you control gain +0/+5 and gain indestructible until end of turn. My lord. That sucks. Because what I needed to do is go like this. Wow, we would have blown them out. Because once I use reversal on the forest, that would have made the top 0 power. Wow, that was so sick. We actually had a really good chance of stabilizing there. Good beats. Good beats. Yeah, so that Hakoda card is a 4-mana 3/5 with Vigilance. It lets you look at the top card of your library, and you can cast allies from the top of your library. And then you can sacrifice it to give all your other creatures +0/+5 and indestructible until end of turn. Damn, I had a line there. Close. Close. Pretty awkward to have drawn both of my swamps, though, that early. Okay, let's see. So I might have to accumulate wisdom here as just anticipate. Ideally, I rip the plains off the top, though. Good old Gran Gran. Is this instant? That is. Gran Gran's cool. Whenever it becomes tapped, you get to loot, and then non-creature spells cost 1 less, as long as there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard. Oh, and they have Into Knowledge Seeker. So that's going to trigger their Seeker and turn into a... Wow, I am getting dominated again. This 1/2 curve. Okay. Let's go with the Rowdy for now. Dragonfly Swarm. 0/3 flying ward 1. Power equal to the number of non-creature non-lands in your graveyard. When it dies, if there's a lesson in your graveyard, draw a card. Okay. We're missing lands, so let's get the patrol online. Nice little curve out there from our opponent. 1, 2, 3. This is sorcery, right? Yeah. Combustion Technique. That's a really good card. Oh, so they're going to chump Gran to pump up the Knowledge Seeker. I'm all right with that. I'm going to take 6. Sure. It's not the end of the world. You know, as much as I want to bounce my Snowballer, I think I'm just going to reset the Knowledge Seeker now. Mechanist is great here. Cycle a Giant Koi. Oh, what do they have for 1 red? Oh, they're gonna shoot my Snowballer. Okay, because that pumps up their Dragonfly, sure. Need a land for that one. Okay. Now, if the Mechanist just sits on the battlefield, that's going to give us a huge amount of card advantage. Draw 3, then discard unless you... Okay, so they can Waterbend 2 here. Okay. What happens when they get to draw a card? Alright, hopefully they don't have Quench. So we can go like this. This is exile, so they don't get to draw a card. Nice. Excellent. All right, we're crushing. Yeah, Mechanist doing us a solid here. They've got a cool lesson deck, though. All right, so that draws cards as well as gets bigger. So this kills a creature with power 4 or greater later on. I think I'm just going to exile that right now. I need to start applying pressure. I can't just sit back all day. This is the Lesson or Shrine filter. Okay. All right, Mechanist down, but did us a solid. That's fine. Yeah, I don't mind that. Now we get to storm Katara. Too much land. And we don't even have any of our black sources. Yikes. Ooh, Guru Patik is nice. They get to reveal a Lesson, Saga, or Shrine from the top 5. Uh-oh. Legend of Kyoshi. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Earthbend X, where's the number of cards in your hand. And exile, then return it into a 5/4. Lands you control have trample hex. Oh my lord. That's a 4/5 flying ward 2. That's fine. We might be able to just pressure enough in time here. That's obviously a snap keeper. Because this, yeah, that's going to eat up a bunch of their mana. And they, well, they get to draw 4 cards, I guess, but with only 3 mana, hopefully there's not much they can do. 4 mana now, I guess. They're currently Dobbs. Attack with all is a win. Let's go. Whew. Their deck looked a little bit better than mine, but oh, we drew the right cards at the right time, apparently. Teamer Lessons. I think we can attribute that win to the Mechanist. Getting mechy with it. How many clues did we make? We made like 3 or 4 clues. Pretty solid. Come on, man. I mean, this is a keeper. Worst case scenario, we have a 2/3 flying. There we go, there we go. Don't really have much to trigger my aerial artisan right now, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, to pitch a land. Blue-black, that's supposed to be the draw cards archetype. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Do I keep a pacifism? I don't think I do. We have a bunch of other removal. Alright, well, my opponent didn't want to play. They did miss a land drop last turn, so pretty safe to assume there they probably missed it again. Look, I'm not going to complain about effectively free wins, but that was a bit premature. Dude! I think this would be a snap keep on the draw and a reluctant keep on the play. Alright, well. Might be giving back a free win here if I don't hit an island. That is kind of brutal. They did mill a lesson. They also milled a white source. See, my opponent can hit all their colors so easily. Why can't I? Ay, ay, ay. So, how many blue sources? I have 8 islands and an Aang's Journey, so I have quite a few sources. That's pretty funny, though. Good beats. I was given one, and then I give one, I guess. Okay, well, they're not developing out to the board here, so... You never know. Oh, that's classic. I'll give it one more draw step before I concede. At this point, we're going to fall too far behind. Island there, and I think we're all right. We're basically parity, but... They missed a land drop there. I'm going to tap down their patrol, because that's a tapper. Also a way to untap. Oh, God. This card is nuts. 4 mana, 4/4. Each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types to a maximum of 10. This is a fox spirit. This is a platypus bear. Card is very gross. All right. I would have been okay had I hit my blue source, but risked it for the biscuit, and the biscuit was not there. That sucks. Couple of non-games there. Brutal. Okay. Well, that's just something that happens. It feels like it happens all the time on Arena, where you have like 1 or 2 sources of a splash color, and you just always see them, but our minds tend to remember the bad experiences. Like, see, now we have our main colors. I'm not gonna remember this hand in 5 minutes. Almost so good. 1 mana, 1/1 flying vigilance with words. Oh, and now it's a 2 mana, or rather a 2/2 flying vigilance with words. That's actually going to be a problem. Holy curve. Okay. They are tempoing me out. 3 mana, airbend up to 1 creature when it enters, and then it gives the equipped creature +1/+1 and flying. Very nice. Wow! Holy crapo. We are actually getting obliterated here. That's a huge draw. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to play a 2-drop next turn. I want that, but I don't think I can take it right now. The glider's gonna kill me. So I think I have to kill the base 2/3 as much as that sucks. That's another really nice one. Whenever another ally you control enters Earthbend 1. Let's see if we can hit something from the top of their library, removal spell-wise. Okay. Good. I need another removal spell. It's still going to be hard to win. Without a reach creature or something, the glider's actually just going to kill us. I need them to not play another creature that has a solid amount of power. Because killing Momo is awkward too, because then they get to put a 1/1 counter on something. Yeah, I'm at 4. That is 2 allies. Yikes, dude. Gaining 1 life is the same as blocking 1 here. Oh wait, no it's not, because then I'd have to tap something else. Yeah, pretty screwed here. So I need to rip another removal spell off the top, and yeah, this is gross. Dying to a 1-mana 1/1. There's nothing I can do about it. So let's see. 3/3. I guess technically that one. Kill. Yeah, take lethal. All right. No point even using Airbender's reversal. Holy smokes, what a beating. Yeah, I felt like we played a lot of non-games there. What can you do? I don't think this deck was great or anything. I think it was definitely better than a 2 winner, but got hosed on some draws, I feel like. All right, good beats. That's it for this one. Getting wrecked here in my first full release avatar draft. Hopefully we can do better. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.